Hi there. Have you ever thought about what it means to lead yourself? I'm sure, like me, you've heard about leading others and taking others on a journey. But what about you? What about your journey? What about how do you lead yourself? I'm Elaine Roberts from Every Nation Bible School, and we have this great course called Biblical Self-Leadership. On this course, we will look at biblical characters and how they led themselves and what we can learn from them about leading ourselves. We might not know about leading others, but the first and most important person we need to learn how to lead is ourselves. On Biblical Self-Leadership, we discover the art of good self-leadership, especially from the Bible. We look at the pillars of self-leadership, which we call the mile of self-leadership. We look at motivation, self-identity, what we believe about ourselves, what we need to learn, and our experiences. We also learn how to handle our emotions in a biblical way. Are you subject to venting all over the place and or dissolving in tears or throwing tantrums? And we can learn together what the Bible says about how we can lead ourselves and manage our emotions in a biblical way. Our emotions are not to be afraid of. We don't have to bury them, but we can express them biblically. Do you have a propensity for being negative, or you'd say that I'm more half glass empty than half full? Well, we can learn together how to change from a negative outset, a negative outlook, a negative worldview to a more positive and Christ-centered, victorious outlook, and not revert to our default setting. What about goals? What about setting goals? So often it can be said that setting goals is ungodly, and let's just fly by the seat of our pants. But God's a planner, and we can learn how to set goals in a biblical manner and see them come to pass, see the things that God has put in our hearts to come to pass. And also another session that we do, which has really been one that's freed so many people, is investing in resting. We've often heard the challenge come from many pulpits that we are to burn out for Jesus, yet we didn't see Jesus burn out. We didn't see Jesus rust out either. But we learned from the scriptures, and certainly from the command of God, the fourth command of God, to rest and what that means. And all of our work and all of our ministry come out of resting. So I'm going to encourage you to sign up for Biblical Self-Leadership. Contact us on www.enbs.co.uk, and we'll send you an application form as soon as possible.